What's crackin', movie trivia Schmoedown fans? It's your boy C-Dub, and today we got the odd couple, consisting of Jeff Snyder and Mark Draco, taking on Matt Atchity and Alonzo Duralde. So far, my bracket is perfect. I got the odd couple taking this, so let's get this thing started.
We have 16 teams this year in the team tournament, the Ultimate Schmoedown Team Tournament 2018. The theme is anarchy.
So all these teams that are coming around, they're all aiming for one thing, a shot at the Schmoedown Spectacular against our current champions, the Shire Wolves. First of all, you have Alonzo Duralde and Matt Atchity, who are the Paddington 2. Now, they've worked together before on One Flick. They are both experienced players. And your winner, by way of technical knockout,
obviously you're going to wait to see who you're playing next. It's either going to be Manson Gerber or Snyder and Draco.
I think Manson Gerber, that'll be a better match. In Snyder and Draco, Snyder, that's an empty chair. Oh.
The in-Snyder, Jeff Snyder. Mark and Draco. I think Jeff finally woke up from that long nap he's had since Collision.
Snyder and Draco were in the Lions Den together for about a year. And then you had that Emma Fife stole and Draco away at last year's Spectacular. How are they going to interact? Because Snyder's no longer with the Lions Den, he's off on his own.
Now getting them on the same page has been a little bit of a job for me, but I think we're doing well. We've got a mutual respect, right, boys?
Sure. Yes.
And your winner, by way of
Draco and I are not looking past the task at hand, which is taking down Atchity and Duralde. I think if they're a good team, I just think we're a better one.
We have a bear playing against Walter Matthau and Jack Lemon. What a matchup it's going to be here today.
This is going to be an incredible round, incredible match because, look, round one was a lot of fun, but now we are in the elite of the elite.
Get serious.
We really are. The Paddington 2 of Alonzo Duralde, who's already proven himself to be a rising superstar in the league, and then you got the old pro and Matt Atchity, who still doesn't know the rules of round 3.
No, he does not watch a single match he's not in.
No, he has no idea. But then you have the vets. That's right, the former team champion, Jeff Snyder.
The most important man you'll ever follow on Twitter.
Don't forget his phone calls.
Ever.
And then you have, right next to him, is Mark Draco, who was a second away from being the champion, who just lost narrowly, losing to our now champion William Bibiani, managed by Roxy Stryer. This is a pick'em. I don't know who's going to win.
Yeah, I know. This is what I like when you have a lot of strings on the wheel. When we do the tail of the tape, I'm going to have to tell you to shut up because there's so many strings that you could mention for each one of these teams. They've been here before. For the most part, it's all going to come down, in my opinion, to round 2. Is there going to be an opponent choice? Is there going to be a spinner's choice? That could determine the outcome of said match.
I think it's going to come down to gameplay. I think it's going to come down to, in regards to, because they all four of these guys know movie trivia. It's a matter of Snyder and Draco are vets of the Schmoedown itself. If the Paddington 2 can actually do that, if they can play the game, then I think they have a chance. If not, it's going to be a tough fight.
And you also think about chemistry here, because you can see anybody win one game if you're thrown into a tournament together and you don't know your teammate that well. Now it's really who plays off each other's strengths and weaknesses better. That's going to determine the outcome of this match.
Well, there is a lot of talk between both teams Here we go.
Hey guys, we're back, and I've got to tell you, I'm really confident that I've got the next team champions here. I don't know what they're doing outside of this place. I don't know what they're tweeting about, but when they get in and under the lights, they kill it together. They're the odd couple that just happens to work.
Very excited. We are in our second round.
Yeah.
We got a couple of pros that we're up against. Draco, he's a solid.
Totally knows his stuff.
Right? This other guy, he's been calling me. I haven't been picking up the phone.
I see his name on the sheet. I kind of skip right over it because
somebody that, when we roll calls, like, oh, that one.
Yeah, just go to voicemail.
Jeff and I have history back in the days of Blofeld's Cat and the Lion's Den, but it's undeniable that he's a great player, and I think we complement each other very well, and lots of times you work with people you don't like, but you do your job and you do it well.
My first experience was not great. I kind of felt like we got screwed with a category that was designed to just kill us.
Yes, you did, my friend.
Courtesy of
I
him.
am responsible for that, but now we know how to do that to somebody else.
Exactly. We've let bygones be bygones, and yeah, I'm totally ready to turn that opponent choice wedge on another team. And
right.
If it's today, so much the better.
Remember, he who lives by the wheel
dies by the wheel.
And Draco and Roxy here, they're just being polite. Okay, the last time me and this guy got together, we TKO'd the competition, and we're gonna do it again today. It would be awesome to knock Snyder out. I was so close, and maybe I stuck to character a little bit more than I should have. Maybe Gray and I had a little bit too much vodka as Boris and Natasha. I am stone cold sober this time, and Snyder better watch his ass.
Actually is a really smart guy who has no idea how to play this game, and I've got two smart guys who know exactly how to play this game, and that's why they're going down, because they study this stuff. They don't just roll in there and think that they know what's up. They know how to play, and so they're going to do it well.
You know what you get when you come across and go up against the Paddington 2? The hard stare. By the end of this match, you're going to be returning my calls.
What I like there is Roxy Streyer's confidence. I mean, I can tell you already from just hosting Collider Live with Roxy Streyer.
I've seen the program. Big fan.
Do you
It's
like
an
it?
honor to do the show with you here today.
And we should have you on sometime.
Sign my boobs.
And then we have Roxy. She's just a firecracker. She says it how it is, and she did that in the interview. She's proud of her team. She's already calling them the next champions. And then Snyder and Draco, they might not be the same types of characters. Of course, they had their falling out in the Lion's Den, but they seem to be on the same page when it comes to this team. Then you got the Paddington 2, where Alonzo and Matt, they've known each other for a long time. They're laughing about it. They're taking some shots at Snyder, which is fair game. And they're ready. They're absolutely ready to continue on because Alonzo has caught the bug. I think that Alonzo, in his first match, wasn't really happy with the way it went down. I saw him again. He said, I want another shot at this thing. He won, and now you can see that he reminds me of the way McWeeny was when McWeeny started playing. And I think Alonzo, this is a big prediction, I think Alonzo is as good as McWeeny, and I think Alonzo could be a really strong competitor in this.
And strong words from you. Will the odd couple be able to pay the rent? Will the Paddington 2 reach their bear paw into a jar? Is that going to be marmalade or a big pile of bear shit? Christian, give us the tail of the tape.
The tail of the tape, the Paddington 2 holiday movie.
They love them. They write books about them.
Absolutely. They also have 80s movies and just making fun of Snyder. That's literally what it says.
I was going to say being adorable. Have you seen that bear? God, he's cute.
And then you have the odd couple of Snyder and Draco Fincher movies. They also have musicals. Whether or not it's going to be on the wheel, who the hell knows?
And porn.
And getting people to call them back.
I read that wrong.
All right, so with that, I'm ready to go. And how about yourself?
Does Frank Janish have a beard? You're damn right I'm ready to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the movie trivia Schmoedown.
Around here today, they're hyped up, partner. Me too. Ladies and gentlemen, Vince Neil is in studio.
Introducing first. Here's a record of 1 win, no defeats, and 1 knockout. Alonzo Duralde, Red Academy of Paddington 2.
Holiday theme. Actually, jumping around, dancing, Alonzo, all game-based. They're having some fun, but they're also focused. Good combination of entertainment
both here.
Fun fact, first time Matt actually has been sober for a minute.
Is that true?
And I believe it is. All right.
Like a holiday Jimmy Buffett.
And their opponents, led to the ring by their manager, Roxy Stryer, with a record of 1 win, no defeats, and 1 knockout. The android, Mark and Draco, and the former movie trivia Schmoedown champion, Jeff Snyder, the Odd Couple.
Wow, Snyder practicing a dance.
Yes, he's doing a dance.
Look at all the 80s nostalgia on display with Jeff Snyder.
Look at Snyder staring down. Alonzo not even paying attention.
Roxy making sure that her competitors get to the ring. Okay, she's giving them some last words of wisdom / affection. Boy, what a panel we have here today.
Yeah. All right. So as we have our teams sit down, Mark, how does round number 1 work?
In round number 1, each team is going to hear 8 questions. These are 8 questions. Each question comes from a different corner of the movie Trivia Galaxy. Now, this is a team match, but keep in mind in round 1, it's all about the knowledge you yourself possess. You may not rely on your teammate for the answer. Each answer is worth 1 point. There's no penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing in round 1. As soon as we ask each question up here at the answer desk, you're going to have about 15 seconds. In that time, we need you to write down your best attempt at an answer. When we ask you by name to reveal your attempt, please show what you wrote down on the whiteboard to the camera provided, or verbalize it in the microphone, or better yet, do both. I'll remind each team of your 3 usages of the JTE rule throughout the match. If you're not sure you heard a question correctly, you need to repeat it, or you just need to buy yourself some time, use a JTE rule, and each team has 1 challenge to use throughout the duration of the 3-round match.
All right. Now that the rules have been read, I will ask the Odd Couple, are you guys ready?
Yes.
Okay. The Paddington 2, are you ready?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown! Round number 1, question number 1. Here we go, guys, in the category of horror/thriller.
Yeah.
Who plays famed novelist Paul Sheldon in 1990's Misery?
I think we should implement a rule where you ask if people are ready. They have to verbally say yes or no.
James
Like
Bond.
you're sitting in the exit row of an airplane.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Matt Atchity.
James Caan.
Correct. Mark.
James Caan, who replaced Warren Beatty.
Oh, Alonzo.
Jimmy Caan.
Yep. And Snyder.
James Caan.
Tied up. There we go.
Your next question comes from the world of action-adventure movies. And your question is, Speed opens with Jack Traven and Harry Temple trying to save civilians from where after a bomb goes off?
After a bomb goes off, Snyder had Taco Bell today.
Oh, boy. I walked into the studio. Dad Williams walking out, throwing away a bag of Chipotle. What's going on?
Elevator.
4, 3, 2, 1, and Mr. Andreyko.
An elevator?
Correct. Alonzo.
Nakatomi Plaza.
Incorrect. Snyder.
Going up, elevator.
Yes, and actually,
An elevator.
got it. Okay, so here we go. 4-3. Yes.
Is that elevator in Nakatomi Plaza?
No.
Do you quiet? Do you want to challenge it? Snyder, do you quiet? Do you want to challenge?
No, it's not.
Actually,
Let's
why are you helping out your opponents that don't
I
understand?
love the
Because I
attempt
want
to
to.
share university
Because I'm a
governor.
friendly, nice guy.
All right. Biggest laugh of the day. All right. Question 3 is dramas. Dramas. Who plays Gene Kranz, the head of Mission Control in 1995's Apollo 13?
I've seen another space movie recently. I think you're really
What's
going
his
to
name?
What's the Space Jam?
I saw an early
5,
cut of Space Jam 2 at the Toronto Film Festival.
Hold it.
What the heck is his name? It's a guy from... What is his name? It's a dude from TV... Cuba Gooding Jr. Damn it, I can't remember his name. What is it? I can't remember his name.
The next question. 2, 1. Pens down, please. And Alonzo.
Ed Harris?
You are
Ed
correct.
Harris.
Snyder.
Edward Ed Harris.
Yes. Actually?
Ed Harris in his new vest.
Yes.
Yes.
And Mark.
That hurts.
And the odd couple is still perfect so far.
All right, let's clean up the penmanship, Andrejko. That was barely legible.
All right, here we go. Next question.
Next question comes from the world of animated movies. These are movies that are drawn by hand or on a computer, probably. Your question is, Christopher McDonald provides the voice of Kent Mansley, a paranoid government agent in what 90s animated classic?
Schmoedown.
Hey, you want to go to Red Lobster?
Classic. Remember when Adam Sandler made those movies?
Yep. 4, 3,
Good time.
2, 1. Pens down. And
Fern Gully?
Jeff Snyder.
Chicken Little.
Incorrect. Actually,
I had nothing. I have no idea.
Draco.
Iron Giant.
Correct. Alonzo.
Lilo and Stitch.
Wow, okay, so only Andrejko gets it, but Andrejko is the only person to be perfect here, so he's playing with a perfect round.
It's really bad handwriting. Are you all writing in wingdings? Let's try for Times New Roman.
Next question.
Zap Dink Fats.
Next question is from Fantasy Sci-Fi. In 1985's Legend, according to the law of the forest, it is a sin for a human to touch which creature? I like this movie.
I've never seen it, but I like that the forest has laws.
Yeah.
I bet they say it really regal, like, you're
5,
violating the law of the forest.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Matt Atchity.
Unicorn.
Yes, sir. Mark Andrejko.
I was going to say declared suppressive, but a unicorn.
That's correct. And Alonzo?
Unicorn.
Yep. Snyder.
Goat.
Oh, Snyder misses. And within 1 point. With 1 point, the sacred,
You're confusing that with what happened to you in high school.
the sacred goat of the forest.
boy.
All right, here we go. Next question. Mark Andrejko still
Five's thrown.
quiet. Here we go. Next question.
All right, I'll remind the audience, if they don't shut up, we are turning this car around and nobody gets ice cream.
Yeah,
The world of
beast.
comedies is up next. These are comedies, funny movies. In 1994's Muriel's Wedding, Toni Collette plays a socially awkward Australian who is obsessed with what 70s pop band? What 70s band are you most obsessed with? You cannot say the Doors. They were already done for the most part.
That's a good answer. 5. Good answer. 4, you're Van Halen.
Tie your mother down.
2, 1. Pens down, and we have Mark Andrejko.
This one was for the gays in the audience.
That Andrejko.
Life is better than an ABBA song.
Yes, and Snyder.
There was something in the air that night. ABBA.
Yeah. ABBA all around the horn. So 1 point, but Mark Andrejko still perfect here after our 6
Four
questions.
dancing queens on the stage.
Watch me, right? All right, here we go, guys. Crime movies. Who stars as the unnamed cocaine dealer who faces a tough assignment on the eve of his early retirement in 2004's Layer Cake?
What is the name of your coke dealer?
Mark Ellis.
The guy knows where his bread is buttered. Am I right, kids?
No, he plays baseball. 5,
You son.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And Alonzo.
Jason Statham.
It's incorrect. Snyder.
007 Daniel Craig.
Correct.
If I knew Daniel Craig's name, I'd be smarter than him.
And Mark. Oh, I missed it. Okay, so 11-10 still keeping that 1 point. Andrejko doesn't go perfect, but they are still up by 1 point. Final question here.
Your last category in round 1 comes from the world of the Patreon. This question is provided by Jonathan Peck. Jonathan Peck, thank you for your supportage of the Patreon. You guys can check out the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Patreon. Select which tier is right for you. Maybe we'll say your name while reading a question one day down the road. Jonathan Peck, his category is war movies. And his question is, which famous singer played the soldier Alex in the movie Dunkirk?
What the hell
I like
is
that
his
Dunkirk
name?
a lot. That's a really good movie.
Jonathan Peck does too. He's
5,
war film.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Harry Styles.
The Insider.
That's what actually doesn't have any of style. Harry Styles.
Correct, actually.
It's not Nick Jonas.
No, it is not.
Harry Styles.
Correct, Alonzo.
Harry Styles.
Got it. All right,
So close with the One Direction guess, but didn't quite nail it.
13-11. So now the odd couple has a 2-point lead. 2-point lead over the Paddington 2. And we get into round number 2.
In round number 2, now the teams can consult with one another to come up with their best attempt at a correct answer. Each team gets one spin at their wheel, the wheel of justice. doom, perhaps fate for one of the competitors. Each question that you get on your category of choice is going to be worth 2 points. If you're not sure of the answer, you can ask us for multiple choice. We'll give you 4 options. You select one of those. If it's correct, you get 1 point. Keep in mind, competitors is stealing in round 2, and I'll remind everybody that we have 2 sponsored wheel slices today, courtesy of our Patreon. They are James Bond movies and modern classics. Get one of those, we're going to say the name of the patron who did support those wheel slices. Let's take a look at the score, shall we? The odd couple finds themselves at a 2-point advantage over the Paddington 2, so it's up to the couple. Would you like to spin first, or would you like to defer?
We're going to defer and let them go. Let the Paddingtons go.
You spin.
Alonzo, and please spin from the wheel, not the pegs.
Not grab the peg, please.
There you go.
There you go. See, even
That's
a
good.
bear
That
can
works.
listen to our simple instructions.
It's a soft spin, but it still makes the wheel go round and round, so we're going to accept it.
Caress that peg.
Look at this.
Look at this, Christian. Spinner's choice right off the bat.
Choice. Spinner's choice. I bet you I know where they're going.
You think they go right to holiday movies?
Absolutely.
They're wearing Santa hats.
Holiday.
There they go. There they go indeed.
Now, Alonzo Duralde wrote the book on holiday movies, literally.
He literally wrote a book on holiday movies, which you guys can check out. It is, I believe, called The 48 Days of Christmas.
I don't think that's the title.
Was I incorrect?
Alonzo, plug your book. Here's the chance.
Have yourself a movie Little Christmas. It's available in paperback and on Kindle.
There you go. So now he's really happy he spun that wheel. All right, here we go. So we're going to start up. We're going to start
That
up
was
here.
his Patreon slide.
It was ridiculous. 6 questions. 6 questions. Here we go, guys. 6 questions. Question 1. Complete this quote from Love Actually. To me, you are blank.
Perfect.
Correct for 2 points.
Isn't that nice?
Don't mind me, I'm going to take a nap.
Who directed the Thanksgiving movie Home for the Holidays?
Jodie Foster.
2 points. Okay.
He's writing another book here, Christian.
Who played deceased father who returns as a snowman to put things right with his son?
Michael
The 1998 family drama, Jack Frost.
Michael Keaton.
Correct. Somebody gets smelling salts from Matt Ashity.
It's not even hard. Yeah. What is the first name of Kevin McAllister's Pepsi-loving, bed-wetting little brother in Home Alone?
It was his cousin, and his name is Fuller.
Multiple choice, please.
Is it A, Tommy, B, Buzz,
It's
C,
Fuller.
Mark, D, Fuller?
But he's his cousin.
D is Fuller is correct for 1 point.
Why would he make Mark an option there? I've never went to bed since like 9th grade.
All right,
Cousin.
here he goes. 2 more questions. 2 more questions. What food does Buddy become obsessed with when he moves in with his dad in Elf?
Spaghetti. Yeah, spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
2 points. All right.
Oh, sorry we had to make you work there, Ashity. Sorry.
And here
Interrupted my nap.
Last question. Last question. What is the surname of the 2 sisters who joined up with Bing Crosby and Danny Kaye in White Christmas?
The Haynes sisters.
That is correct for 2 points. Well, it worked out. 6 questions.
Hey, you know what? That's why Spinner's Choice is on the wheel for moments like that, and Alonzo and Ashity pitching in there too, making the most of their spin.
But look, so now the odd couple has a chance. If they hit something they're strong in, but let's took holiday movies off, and I don't think they wanted that. Go ahead, Snyder, spin it.
And
There's
here
the
he
spin.
goes.
Yeah, they're going to be looking for Fincher. They're going to be looking for 80s movies, maybe modern day classics here.
Could be modern classics.
Yeah.
And here we go. Is it going to be modern classics?
Modern classics. Modern classics. That's one that hasn't been taken yet.
All right, can
Yeah.
Spin again.
Wow. I'm shocked.
If you're not sure, it's up to you.
You got 5 seconds. Wow.
And they're going to spin again. They're spinning away from the Patreon user. Oh, boy.
That was shocking.
That's a bummer for that Patreon user. Hopefully they spin it
Oh,
again.
look at this. Look at this.
Look at this, Christian.
Wow. Just missing it.
Nicole Kidman.
Nicole Kidman it is. And wow, I'm shocked that they went away from modern classics.
Yeah, you got to wonder if that paid off. And you got to wonder why the crowd doesn't like Nicole Kidman nearly as much as they like Meryl Streep. Interesting turn of events.
All right, here we go.
Your first question in the wild, fabulous, good-smelling world of Nicole Kidman. Which film featuring Nicole Kidman has the tagline, "Warning, may cause toe tapping"? Five, 4, 3, 2.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Moulin Rouge, B, Happy Feet, C. Watch the Shadows Dance. Or D.
Moulin
9.
Rouge.
Happy Feet for 1 point.
There they go. All right, your next question. In the world of Nicole Kidman movies,
That's kind of bullshit.
who stars alongside Nicole Kidman as a pair of witch sisters in 1998's
Sandra Bullock.
Practical Magic?
Sandra Bullock. Sandra Bullock.
5, 4,
That's it.
3.
Sandra Bullock.
That is correct.
2
Give
points.
2 points. And your next question. What was the first film Nicole Kidman and hunk Tom Cruise
Days of
starred in
Thunder.
together?
Days of Thunder.
Days of Thunder.
Give them 2
correct.
more points.
Yeah.
And now they're within range of Paddington 2 if they can close out the round with a good 3 set here in the second half. Your next question, in the 1989 thriller Dead Calm, how does John and Ray Ingram's son die in the opening scene? 5.
Multiple choice.
Okay, is it A, a car accident, B, drowned, C, allergic reaction, or D, cancer?
Drowned.
I'm gonna guess drowned.
You are going to be incorrect. So now for the steal, your options are A, car accident, B, drowned, C, allergic reaction, or D, cancer.
D, cancer.
That is also incorrect. We're looking for a car accident. All right, question 5. Coming up here. Choices to read 2 times in a row. Question 5. Your penultimate question in round number 2, The Odd Couple. In 2016's Lion, who plays Lucy, Saru's girlfriend, who he meets at university in Melbourne?
Rooney Mara.
2 points for The Odd Couple. If they get this last question right, they will have tied Paddington 2. Excuse me, the Paddington 2. Your last question, Odd Couple. The wild world, the wonderful world of Nicole Kidman. Who stars as Nicole Kidman's eccentric daughter in Chan-wook Park's 2013 indie thriller Stoker?
Mia Wasikowska.
God, we hated that. Watch that. That was a tough one to watch for me.
What a round. What a round.
We find ourselves tied going into round 3. This is the match we thought we would get.
That was a hell of a battle there where the Paddington 2 hit their movie, and then you had, they had holiday movies, and then you had The Odd Couple hitting all of Nicole Kidman, a lot of them just missing that one. So we are tied up here going into round 3. Mark, how does round 3 work?
Round number 3 works. This is the round that will determine the fate, although it is tied. So there is a chance that we go into sudden death extra innings here. In round number 3, each team is going to give us a series of numbers. These numbers range from 1 to 20. Each number corresponds to a different movie trivia category up here at the answer desk. Here's how it works. The first number you give us is going to be your 2-point question. Once we tell you the category, the team is going to have to decide which team member is going to answer that. You must answer that individually. You may not consult with your teammate for the 2-pointer. The other teammate will have to answer the 3-pointer on their own. You may consult together only for the 5-point question. I think each team has all of their JTE rules and their challenges intact in case you need a reminder that you can use those. The Odd Couple were tied, but you are the favorite going into the match, so which 3 numbers, ranging from 1 to 20, would you like to employ?
19.
19. 14. 14. 4. 4. So 19, 14, and 4 for The Odd Couple. Paddington 2. 2. 2.
11.
11. 15. 15.
Mix of odds and evens, both teams, they're really switching it
So
up.
we're going to start off with the Paddington 2 here, who chose category number 2. Category number 2, comic book movies. Comic book movies. Who's taking the comic movies?
I'll take the comic book movie.
For 2 points. What was Jim Carrey's first appearance in a film based on a graphic novel?
The Mask.
Correct for 2 points.
Have us the lead.
All right.
Challenge.
Okay, what's the challenge?
The Mask was a comic book before it was a graphic novel. That was a collection of comic book issues. It was never an original graphic novel. Those terms are not synonymous.
Okay, well, here we go. Let's go. We're going to take the challenge, and here we go.
After consulting with judges, we have a ruling, and because the question was unclear, it was a graphic novel, and it was actually based on comic book source material, it was just a collection of graphic novel, we have elected to neither award the Paddington 2 or take away their points. We're simply going to ask another 2-point question in the world of comic book movies to Matt Atchity, and hopefully this one will be free of confusion.
And because of that, the Odd Couple does get to keep their challenge. We will ask another question to Matt Atchity in the world of comic book movies.
Worth 2 points.
All right, Matt, here you go. What non-superhero comic character received a 2011 film directed by Steven Spielberg?
Tintin. Tintin. The Adventures of Tintin. The Adventures of Tintin.
4.
Repeat the question, please.
First one. What non-superhero comic character received a 2011 film directed by Steven Spielberg?
The Adventures of Tintin. The Adventures of... The Adventures of...
4, 3, 2.
Tintin?
Correct. Correct. All right, so
That's maybe the shyest correct answer I've ever heard. He barely whispered it into the mic, but it gave him 2 points.
all right, the stress of it is real. All right, so now we go to the Odd Couple who has a 2-pointer in the realm category 19. The realm of, say it, Mark, and say it loud.
They take category 19. Everybody get loud, get proud for Meryl Streep.
No chance.
Meryl Streep.
Wow.
All right.
Here we go.
Here's your question in the wild, wonderful world that smells just as good as Nicole Kidman's, Meryl Streep's.
I'm taking it, by the way.
All right. Meryl Streep portrays Margaret Thatcher in what film released in 2011?
The Iron Lady.
2 points.
Okay. All right. Greg was seemingly annoyed that he had to give a correct answer.
So now we jump back to Alonzo Duralde, who will get the 3-pointer for the Paddington 2, and that is category 11. Category 11, which is action-adventure. Action-adventure. Okay. In Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, which of the 4 main actors is the first to lose a life in the game?
Jack Black. Jack Black. Jack Black.
5, 4, 3.
The Rock?
Jack Black. Jack Black was the answer. So now we jump back to Jeff Snyder to see if they can hit their 3-pointer here and take a lead.
All right, you chose category number 14, is that correct? And Mr. Snyder, that goes to the world of comedy. The world of comedy. And your question is, how many films did Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor co-star in?
3.
Give you 20 seconds.
Okay. Oh, that's it.
3.
No, that's incorrect.
Incorrect. We were looking for
4. All right. You had 20 seconds to answer. You did it in half a second. All right. So now we jump back to the Paddington 2, who has to answer their 5-pointer. If they miss it, then it goes to the Odd Couple. Then it goes to the Odd Couple to try to win the game. If they hit it, they have a chance to win the game. Here we go. So, the Paddington 2. The Paddington 2 has
That one I remember.
category 15. Category 15, guys. Category 15, Tarantino films. Tarantino. All right, guys, for your 5-pointer. What is the name of Django's wife in Django Unchained?
Brunhilde. Ian pronounced it wrong.
That is incorrect. It is Broomhilde.
Yep.
Not
He
Brune.
said Brune.
He said Brune.
Yep.
He said Brunhilde.
Agreed.
The answer is Broomhilde.
Yep.
You just say Broomhilde.
Hilda?
Broom.
Broom, like what you
Broomhilde.
sweep with. He said Brunhilde.
He said you can challenge it
Like
if you
the
like.
70s comic strip?
You can challenge it if you'd like.
You guys.
Yeah, I'd like to challenge it. Why not? We're at the end.
That's fine. The challenge is at the table here. The challenge is that her name was Brunhilde and not, in fact, Broomhilde. And we're going to challenge that right now. All right, the challenge on the table. We did the search. We looked. It is, in fact, Broomhilde. with an M. Broomhilda, missing it with one letter there. And Alonzo unfortunately said Broomhilda. And it now jumps to the Paddington, it now jumps to the odd couple who can win the game here if they hit their 5-pointer. If they miss it, we go to sudden death.
All right, and the odd couple, your question comes in the world of Oscar movies. These are movies that were of some note during the Oscars. Your question, worth 5 points. Who was the last director to win Best Director in their directorial debut?
I'm gonna say Mel Gibson.
5, 4,
Mel Gibson.
2.
Repeat the question.
Who was the last director to win Best Director in their
I think it's Mel
directorial
Gibson.
debut?
For Braveheart.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
Who?
We have one more repeat after this, right?
Yeah, that was 2. Yeah.
Who
I think
was
it
the
was Mel
last
Gibson
director
for
to win
Braveheart.
Best Director in their directorial debut?
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
Who was the last director to win Best Director in their directorial debut?
All right.
5.
Here goes nothing.
4, 3.
Sam Mendes.
And your winner! Using all of the JTE rules at their disposal, using the challenges. What a win here for the odd. Very well played game by Paddington too as well. But the odd couple, I guess this is why you're supposed to take their phone calls.
Broomhilda sunk them. They had it tied there. And Broomhilda takes them out at the very end. But it was actually, they're all day playing absolutely incredibly. What a battle there. 29-24. Nothing to hang your head there.
Good
What
team
an
chemistry by them too. I mean, it literally came down to one letter, Christian, and that letter is right next to the other letter that if they had hit, we'd be in overtime right now.
So how about that? The odd couple goes on to play either Brianne Chandler and Drew McWeeny of Take the Cannoli, or how about this? The Evil Geniuses. That's right, Little Evil, JTE or Lon Harris. That would be something if that indeed happens. Snyder and Draco advancing. They are 2 in a hard-fought victory. We get to talk to Jen Sturger, who's got them both, pal. Here we go.
What's up, Movie Trivia Schmoedown fans? Jen Sturger here with the Paddington 2. Guys, wow. Matt, first of all, that was one of the best matches you've ever played.
Me?
I have to say here.
I mean, that was
And
solid,
you
yeah. I mean,
crushed holiday movies.
Well, you know, who knew it was a wedge? But then as soon as I saw it in the bin, I was like, give this, please. So, just a lucky spin.
You literally picked it out backstage.
Oh, totally, yeah. Because I didn't find out until about 10 minutes beforehand that we actually get to pick a couple every time.
Oh. Well, I guess it's not a shock that 2 guys wearing Santa hats would crush that category. But you guys came up just short, and you're probably the only people madder that she was named Broomhilda than she is.
one lever, M.
Yes,
M.
well, it turns
M
out...
stands for mother...
Yeah, thanks, Quentin Tarantino. Once again, you've made my life less pleasurable.
Quentin
Quentin Tarantino.
Tarantino.
I Googled it, and Broomhilda only exists in Django Unchained and in the 1970s comic strip. And beyond that, it's Broomhilda with an N. So this was a very specific thing, and I very specifically missed it, I guess, but there we go.
Oh, guys, it was a pleasure watching that match. It may go down as one of the best matches in this tournament.
It was a good match, and
We had a blast,
yeah.
and now we get to watch the rest of it, so that'll be fun, too.
I know somebody will be getting called us talking.
Does this mean you're going to be rooting for the odd couple going forward? Because if you're going to
Hell
lose,
no.
lose to the best.
Hell no.
Lose to the best.
Hell no.
No, we need to see them. Somebody has to make them cry.
Yes.
Just because we didn't.
We'll see. And we're back with the odd couple. Guys, what are you wearing?
These are my biking gloves, because I'm going for a ride after this.
Oh my god. You know, Snyder, after your match against Bibiani, a lot of people, I think, were counting you out. And it's almost like this tournament has kind of rejuvenated you in a way.
I think it's playing with a class act like Mark Andreyko, who has brought out the best in me. The team league has always invigorated me.
Wow. Were you guys drinking before this match? All of a sudden, there's this new bromance, I feel like, stirring here.
Yeah, I mean, I said backstage, if we make it through to the end and we win, we should stay a team, and maybe even not. Maybe I'm bringing him over into the Fife Club good side. No, there's nothing better than a good redemption story.
I didn't even know I was being recruited for this. But
yeah, Mark was definitely drinking before this match. So, guys, I think out there we have to say you guys played a very well played match. You know, the knowledge was there, but you guys actually played the game well. And is that just part of the teamwork that you guys have been working on?
I think that coming into here, you have the knowledge you have, but how you actually play the game is what creates champions. And that's where I see these guys going, because the fact that they knew to use the JTE rule 3 times in the end, they never would have gotten that 5-pointer if they didn't have that left. The fact that they challenged, the fact that they listened carefully enough to hear Brune instead of Broom, that's why these guys won the game. And they talked after every single time they could talk. They conferred with each other when they could, and they didn't just shout out answers. And without that, they would not be standing here as the victors of the day.
You can chalk up our victory today to experience. You know, again, we needed all 3 of those JTE rules. We needed all that time to think about the Sam Mendes answer, which came to us at the last second. I know Roxy was mad that I shouted out the answer to the Gene Wilder question and blew our 3 points. I just didn't know that.
I would have said 3 either. The 4th movie.
I was between 2 and 4 whatever. I just made a guess.
And I gotta say, Roxy has been an exemplary manager, both backstage, calming us down, getting us focused, and the first time Jeff and I fought, I answered questions too quickly and probably cost us a couple of points even though we won, so I was very conscious to learn, because if like Jeff, don't like Jeff is a font of knowledge, and by talking to each other it sometimes jars stuff that we knew. And that Sam Mendes question, thank God for those 3 JTE rules, because I was 2 seconds behind him and going down back in time, and when he said it I was like,
These guys played very well. I don't want to take anything away from Alonzo or Ratchety, but you know what? They got Spinner's Choice. They got holiday movies. If they hadn't even gotten that, I'm not so sure they would have been in the game there at the end.
Yeah, you're round 2. I mean, maybe I'm a little behind the game here, but I was shocked that you guys were so good at Nicole Kidman.
Well, you know, she's done a lot of movies, but it's not like it's Sam Jackson where he's done like 184 of them. And knowing that a lot of people avoid her, they're not going to be too deep questions. They did get deep with Stoker, though, and the problem for me is when it's an actor category, I always forget to think about their animated movies, because if I remembered that, when the moment he said...
That's a good call, going to multiple choice and happy feet.
Yeah, because I said, it's not Moulin Rouge, and he said, well, maybe...
It's 9 or Moulin Rouge, 9,
but
neither one is... The tagline makes sense for those.
Yeah, there's no tap dancing in 9, so...
Happy feet question?
Yeah.
Oh, future so bright, Roxy's putting on shades now.
Yeah.
So, guys, who's next? Well, that's the thing. You're either going to face the evil geniuses, Ron and JTE, or you're going to take the cannoli, which is McWeenie and Brienne. Either of those kind of stick out to you like,
I think they're both... It could go either way. I think they're great. They're great teams. They're great players. I think it's going to be like one of these matches, and that's what this tournament should be. It should be close matches. If it's ever a blowout, that's no fun. Even when you lose, if you lose by a point and it's tough and it's tight, those are fun matches.
So funny. I was sitting next to you backstage when Brienne's match was going on, and you were like, "Oh God, please don't let them win," because you didn't want to face them. Are you still like a little scared?
Well, you know. The 2 of them, they complement each other very well, and Drew is, of course, a major force. But now I feel like Jeff and I are in sync, and I feel like this was the best game I've ever played, as far as technique goes. So I think whoever it's going to be is going to be tough, but it's going to be a well-fought battle, and ultimately it'll be fun for the fans.
Doesn't matter who it is, Mark, okay? Just tell them. We're going to answer the call. Trust me. Defeat. Champions. Us.
Back to you guys.
Look, Snyder feeling good. That was like hitting a 3-pointer right off the court. Your last JTE rule using it right. Shades of Ray Allen in the finals against my beloved San Antonio Spurs. Just when you think we're going to overtime, a dagger from the corner, courtesy of the Snyder. Yeah, and you can tell these 2 are starting to play together very well. They're starting to vibe together. Roxy Stryer is excited. This is a team to look out for. With one more victory, they have gotten themselves into the finals. They're in the semifinals now, Mark, and they have a chance to play for those titles now. They're only 2 victories. The first team to be 2 victories away from getting a title shot against the Shire Wolves, and how crazy would that be if
Mark Andreyko played against the Shire Wolves for the
And
title.
you look at the Paddington, too. I mean, it's definitely not the last we've seen from either competitor, but I think them sticking together as a team, maybe in a future event somewhere down the road, could behoove them because they really do bounce off each other pretty well. Maybe the difference with the Odd Couple was the fact that Roxy Stryer, as a manager, has such a good hold on what these gentlemen's strengths are. She really has them in shape going into the next round.
Look, I'll tell you what, though. You look at, this is what I said in the beginning, though. I will say this is the best game that Atchity has played thus far, as far as game overall.
Sure.
But you see how well the Odd Couple, they play their challenge, they play the JTE rules, they save their JTE rules.
Yep.
They know how to play the games. They are vets of the league, you can tell, and that's why they're 2-0 now going into this next battle.
And that's why you should join the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Patreon, so you can get all the latest and greatest with the matches, whole lot of bonus features for whatever tier you select. Check out the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Patreon and select which one is right for you.
Hollywood or Halloween is a Halloween.
You got those confused.
Not even close. Horror movies, we're going to do a full-on exhibition because of Halloween. There's going to be an exhibition match exclusive for the patrons. That's this month.
And they
So
make
check
them in
that out.
Hollywood. So that's Christian Harloff. I'm Mark Ellis. Check out the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Facebook page. Check out the Schmoedown Rundown. And, check us out. You see us on the street, give him a hug, give me a high five.
How's it going, guys?
Well, two great teams battled it out in this match, and it did not disappoint. Went down to the final question. I had Odd Couple winning this thing, and they were victorious, so my bracket remains perfect. But yeah, Matt, Alonzo, you played brilliantly. Just broom. That was the difference maker in this match. But awesome. You guys are all awesome. Great match. Can't wait to see who the Odd Couple face next. Me personally, I have take the cannoli with Drew McWeeny and Breanne Chandler winning their next match over the Evil Geniuses, which unfortunately JT won't be playing. He'll be replaced by Delon Harris's brother Jonathan. But yeah, great match. If you like my reactions and you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Christopher Woodburn, you can find me on Twitter, Chris Woodburn83, Facebook, Christopher Michael Woodburn, and if you do Schmoedown reactions, trailer reactions, come join the MTS Fan Reaction League on Facebook. It's a lot of fun. So until next time, it's your boy C-Dub. Peace.